Hey guys, Insane Gamer here.
Put my other glasses on first. These are for reading.
So I've had special permission from my grandfather. We are going to record like a Q&A type thing. Yeah. So me and my grandfather are gonna record.
I just knocked it off.
So I'm with my grandfather.
Well, not quite. I'm nearly on the screen, but not quite. Right? I wanted to see myself on there. Nobody told me my hair was a mess. Right. Now, what's this all about now?
So what we're gonna do, right, we're gonna go onto this now. And I'm gonna read out some questions and you're gonna answer them.
Am I?
Yes.
We'll see about that. Let's see what the questions are first.
Right. What was the last picture you took with your phone?
The last picture on my phone was my granddaughter Lily Wen.
Right. I'm gonna. Do you know your heritage?
Well, more or less, yes. I know, for instance, my mother and father were married exactly 90 years ago this week.
I did not know that. I did not know that.
Well, I know, I haven't told you before. You've only just asked me. If you'd asked me before, I'd have told you before. Eh? They were married in 1926 on Boxing Day, which is exactly 90 years ago this Saturday. So it's an anniversary, and I will, wherever I am, even if I'm on my own, I will drink a little glass of port to their memory. Anything else now?
Yeah. Whoa. Right.
You move the camera, you can see more of yourself than the person you're talking to.
Oh my god, this is really annoying. Right. Hold on, guys. I'm having a...
Oh, I thought they were your questions. The questions off there, are they?
Yes. These are not questions I made up myself. I'm not this smart.
Right.
For some reason, I'm having a huge malfunction with my technology. I'm just going to ask some questions off the top of my head. Is that okay?
There aren't any questions on the top of your head. With your hair, I can see.
Sense of humour. Hold on. There you go. Hang on, guys. I'm having technical difficulties.
Well, I'm glad you're not working for the BBC. We'd never get on the air.
Right, if it decides to load today, then we can get going with this Q&A. Right. What have you always wanted, and did you ever get it?
Well, I always wanted a job, basically, making films in Hollywood. I didn't get that, but I got the next best thing. I made television programs for 30 years for the BBC.
What sickness have you lied about so you didn't have to go to work?
I don't think I've ever not gone to work when I'm well. I can't remember a time I walked away from work for any reason. I used to work for the BBC 8 days a week, if there's such a thing. I certainly worked every weekend because I was on sport. I never saw my family growing up on a weekend, except for a fortnight during their summer holidays.
What is the best compliment you've ever received?
Well, I received so many. I think the best compliment I ever had was when someone said that do you know James Bond films?
Yeah.
Do you know the actor in James Bond? His name
Daniel Craig.
is the actor in James Bond known as Q.
Oh yeah,
His name was, he's a Welshman called Llewellyn.
yeah,
And when I finished covering Wales versus Australia in 1976, I think it was,
yeah.
about an hour later a telegram arrived at the BBC outside broadcast point, and it was from Desmond Llewellyn, who'd been watching the coverage in the James Bond studio, and he wanted to congratulate me on the use of cameras, that it was so good you thought he was at the ground. Now that's a very nice compliment which I'll always, as you gather, remember.
What a very nice guy. Right.
Anything else?
What's your greatest strength or weakness?
My greatest strength, I think, is I'm mainly tolerant of bad behaviour around me, and tolerant in a way that I hope that I can point out what I think is a good way of recovering from bad behaviour. And what's my biggest weakness? Well, I think it's probably these days it's probably succumbing to tiredness. After 60 years of the BBC, if I feel tired, I don't have to do anything anymore. So I put my head down and I have an hour's, what we used to call an hour's nap.
So guys, this has been a Q&A with my grandfather. Hope you enjoyed. Please like, subscribe, have a nice day, afternoon or night, whatever time you're watching this. Bye.